Hello, everyone. So in this game, I think we had a Sandbagger versus Sandbagger moment. He seemed a little bit stronger than 5Q, but I'm not sure. And well, let's get started. Okay, I'm white. Just play my normal opening. Can approach. He does. He has 3/4, so I think I'll kick to get some points. He approaches again. Just gonna take my profit. Because after I extend here, he doesn't really have a good way to connect all these, because I can still invade here. And both sides seem kind of low value, so I think I'll just approach here. If he backs off for pincers, then I'll just play over here. So if he spends moves to capture this, he spends 2 moves, which I'll have time to play somewhere else. Although since he played this one and not this one, and I don't really have anywhere big to play, besides like an invasion, which might be a little too early, I think it makes sense to come out here. And then I can pincer and start a fight. And when you're in a running fight, you just want to try to run out faster than your opponent. So this is a mistake because, well, his corner's already safe, and these 2 stones are the weak ones. And when he ran out here, he was ahead of me, so I would have to keep running. But now I can't really do this one because cutting point and I'm not that strong. But I can play like a Kasumi, and now I'm threatening to surround him. And you definitely don't want to get surrounded in a running fight. Okay, so he pincers again. I don't want to let him connect under because that'd be too easy. So just going to jump here. And now we both have 2 weak groups we got to worry about. But his seem weaker than mine. And I think I can just threaten to surround. I do have some cutting points, but because this is weak, I can probably run out and threaten to surround these or to connect up. Okay, so he does run out. Just going to extend, try to make this as strong as possible. Because again, we want to assume that he ends up living here. Okay, so he can do this one. He can connect under here. If he goes here, I cut. He goes here, capture. Okay, so that does work. But he's going to damage his corner quite a bit. And now I have these cutting points. So I'm going to go ahead and defend them. So this move is pretty good. I'm surprised he saw it. Okay, so now he's peeping here. Feels a bit dangerous for him, because if he gives me stones here, I can maybe think about cutting and extend once and then connect here. But I need a stone here, I think. So that if I go here, I can Atari. But here, I think I'm just going to block because he can't really push and cut. So, not sure what he can do because this is still not 100% alive. Okay, so I could go here, but then he can push. I go here, there's cutting points. So even though there's this peep here, this keeps me connected in the best way possible. Okay, so he goes here, so he's going to aim at this, which I just go here, he goes here, and then I just need to connect. I can even peep here, which there's a push and cut. But he did find a way to cut me here. But I don't think it's works that well. So I could go here, but then he gets to Atari, which makes this a little bit weaker. So I'm just going to connect here. And then he goes here, which I don't think you need to because this cut doesn't work. So I'd like to be able to capture this, but I don't have the ladder, and the net I don't think quite works because he can Atari here. But I want to protect my weak groups. I think I'll go here anyway. And I can play a kind of a loose net. Maybe it'll work. Not sure which one though. So if I do this one, he can push here. If I Hane, he can Atari, connect, and he gets out. Again, if I do this one, he just Ataris and then pushes, and I can't really surround him, and this gets very weak. If I do this one, he Ataris, and then Kasumi, and then I can't really connect my stones up. If I try like a very, very loose pincer, kind of similar, he just goes here. So I think I'm just going to jump out this way, trying to protect this group, and then if he goes here, I just extend. I have these stones here that this group can run to. Or I can even try and squeeze here. So if I go here, he Ataris. I go here, he captures. I Atari, he connects. And then I push out. And this would kind of help make this group stronger. So they got extra stones here. And then when I come out here, he's a little too weak to try and kill me. That seems like that might be the best way. Because now he has the goldfish shape. And so my shape here gets a little bit stronger. And then I go here to connect my groups. So he attaches here, so he's trying to make it complicated. But I don't care if he takes my points away. I'm just going to connect all my stones, which will keep this weak. Hmm. Okay, so I'll just extend up. Hmm. So I could Atari. Not sure if it helps me though. So if I go here and he tries to Hane, I can Atari if I don't play this. But if I Atari first and he connects, then he can Hane. Hmm. So do I need to worry about this getting cut off? So if he Ataris this way, I just go here. Though there is a ko later. Okay, so I'll just simply connect, even though I do have this weak point here. Okay, so I can just sacrifice this. He has some cutting points. And now I have this cutting point, but I can fix that with this peep. And now I kind of have to attack this. So this is my weakest group. It doesn't really have two eyes. This one has some eye shape. But I think this is probably the best way to go. This stone here, it makes it easier to try and surround it. And he still can't cut here, so I can extend. Make sure I'm nice and connected. So he can live here. He can like play here and then play here. And if I Atari to get rid of this eye, he can cut me off. But I don't think I really need to. Mm, yeah, I'll just connect. Okay, this seems bad. Because now when I connect here, he still has to come here. But later I can push through here. Okay, so I guess he wants a co. I'm fine with that because I can always back off and connect. But he could have just played here, I think, and then connected, and he would have had two eyes. And do I have any co-threats? Hmm, probably none big enough, but I'm pretty happy with this because when I connect here and I jump here, this group is not quite alive. And if I'm attacking this group, I'm making potential eyes, and I'm still out into the center. So even though there's this cut here, this group feels like it has plenty of space to either run to connect or connect over here or can live. So I think this will be okay. So I'm going to take this one. Oof, he played that quick. And I'm going to block him from connecting. He pushes. Of course, I'm going to connect under. He goes there. Connect. Okay. So pretty much alive here. But I got to reduce his corner in Sensei. So now this is, yeah, doesn't have much eye shape. So I think I'm going to play here, which is connecting my groups together. Not sure why this one. I think if I Atari here, and I extend, feels like it might be Seki. I don't know. So maybe it is pretty big. So I can play here to develop this side, but he can peep here and jump. This group's not quite alive yet, and this has some weaknesses. So I think I'm going to go ahead and invade here, especially now that I have all these center stones I can just run to. He goes here. So if I block here, he can try and surround. But if he tries to jump too far, I just push, so he can only really extend once. So I think I'm going to go ahead and just run out. And if he pushes here, I connect, he Ataris, I can still go here because if he cuts, it's an Atari. So it should be the same here. So if he Ataris, then I Atari. And then I can go and capture. Okay, so yeah, he has to do this. Um, hmm. So if he attaches here and I'm forced to connect under, he's making eyes here. So I'm going to block to prevent that because I need to keep this weak. Because if this is weak, then I'm stronger. So he goes here. Don't want to let him connect under. So I'm going to try and prevent that. And I'll just simply jump out to connect my stones up. And I'll do this one to kind of help surround it. If he tries to push through and cut, he can Hane under, threatening to connect, but I just block and he captures two stones. But that's okay. But again, here we're not trying to kill this with everything we have. We're just trying to make some profit and reduce his area. But we don't want to let him live too easy. And there's still some weaknesses with this one because it's not alive yet. Okay, so he does that. And I can peep here. So now this should be alive. This one looks like it's pretty much alive. So now this is pretty big, but it's not really gaining me too much. So I think I'm going to play this one, which is growing this side. He pushes through. This should be alive. If I go here, he can Atari push. So there's some weaknesses here, so I'm just going to extend like this. And, well, he's already alive here. And he's pretty much alive here. I don't think I can really kill this anymore. So if I play this one, it's Gote, and it's not really giving me any profit. So I can play a bigger move, like something over here, which is reducing this one, and also growing this side. Okay, so he invades. He probably needs to, it's quite big. So I need to stop him from connecting under. So I think I'll do this one. Oh, he attaches. Just gonna protect my weaknesses. Again, not really gonna focus too hard on trying to kill here. Just going to try and make sure my groups are nice and connected and alive. And if I kill, I kill. Mm, yeah, I can do this one. It'll keep my corner. If he Atari is here, I just connect. If he cuts me off, I can just live and it should be okay. So we want to try and prevent his I space. I guess he's going for a co. Hmm. And his record is like 73 wins and a few losses. So I feel like I might be playing a Sandbagger as well. So when Sandbagger meets Sandbagger, what happens? Hmm. This is quite big. I think this is big enough. So I feel like I should be able to trade this. So if we were to count, yeah. Hmm. Well, according to the score, I'm ahead by about 20 if this is dead. And this is not worth 20 points. So just gonna sacrifice it. And just play some endgame. So this would be pretty big. But remember, corners, then sides. This one is double Sente because if he plays here, he's threatening to save these stones. Okay, so he's going to try and push through. And he blocks. Okay, so yeah, it's pretty big. But this monkey jump is probably just as big or bigger than what he just did. And I'm nice and connected, so I don't have to worry about this dying. Okay, he connects. So now this one, and we got another monkey jump, is quite big. So another in-game would be this one. Okay. Any more corners I can aim for? So this is Gote. This one might be Sente. We can try this one. Okay, so again, he captures this one stone. But again, this should live because I'm connected. So this should be much bigger. And then this group isn't even alive yet. So I feel like he got into some trouble here. So now I can push through and connect here. Or I can push through this way, and if he blocks, I Atari. So I think he kind of died here. But says even if this is alive, says I'm winning by about probably 15 or so. And I feel like all this happened because he was trying to play in game in the center first. In game, you normally want to always start corners and then sides. Because while they might look small, they're normally much bigger than they look. And then same with the center. Even though the center looks big, normally it's not as big as it looks. Okay, and then after this game, I think I rank up to 4Q. So after this one, we'll be moving on to the next rank. Okay, but looks like he wants to keep playing. Just gonna connect. And he has a cut here he has to worry about now. Okay, so he's gonna try and cut me off here. So you have to be a little bit careful. If I go here, he connects. I go here. If I capture this stone, I can get out, connect, or I can just live. If I went with this one, and he goes here, and I went here, he could potentially cut me off here, but again, I would have captured the stone and lived. So this feels like I already have two eyes, but he has lots of weaknesses here. So I can do this, which is also helping reduce the bottom side, and also is letting me squeeze here. But let me double check to make sure I'm alive. So if he Atari's here, I connect. I have an eye here and an eye here. If he goes this way, I do the same. I just connect. Even if he tries to Atari, I go here. So yep, everything should be fine. And just make sure this is nice and solid. Okay, so he's trying to reduce this. Again, just make sure all my stones are connected. I'll Atari here. So hopefully I can protect this cut in Sente. And then I have Sente to play something bigger. Something like this seems pretty big. Because I can aim at this, which is a double Atari. A little confused. It looks cool. I don't think it really works. Because he can push through here and Hane. And then I have to capture. Yeah, I don't think this works. I just capture. And then I can't play here and I can't play here, but I just go here. And he gave me this stone. If he just plays this one, you can see that I would have had to capture anyway, but he wouldn't have lost this stone. So does this stone affect my eyes anymore? Oh, he resigned. Okay. Yeah, I don't think it really does. I think I still just live here. Okay, but he resigns. So yeah, I think this was a little Sandbagger versus Sandbagger because it felt like he played a little bit better than a 5Q. But yeah, next video for the 5Q series, we'll rank up to 4Q and see what the differences are. And yeah, thank you for watching.